Hi everybody, welcome back to my paper market. We're going to do a flip through of this Moody Ocean Journal. I don't know, it's not like a bright, happy beach journal. This one's more of a darker, I mean there's still plenty of bright elements to it, don't get me wrong, but it's just a more of an oceany rather than a beachy journal. So let's go ahead and get started. So this baby is a 3 signature journal. I will do a final page count in my description, or maybe try to put it on the video. But the size of it, we are a little over 6 inches here wide by a little over 8.5 tall. And of course our spine right here, this is a 2.5 inch spine. So let's take a look at the outside before we dive in. So I've got this really cool Japanese kind of fabric. It is a little hard to see with the toppings over it, but it has like a wave pattern with some gold throughout. It's like blues, darker blues, like a creamy kind of white color. Really, really pretty, sparkles a little bit. So that goes all the way around, of course. I put corners on each of the corners for protection for the edges of your book. It's a, real sturdy cover. Of course, we've got something I love to do, which is a vintage lace doily overlay. You can tell, look at all the discoloration. Gosh, these are beautiful. I got a set of, I am really lucky to live not too far from, if you don't know, I'm in Texas, Waxahachie, Texas, which has a fantastic downtown area. They have an old-fashioned, square with the old-fashioned courthouse. It's really beautiful. I know the name is, sounds a little funny, Waxahachie. It's Native American, I believe. And it's spelled Waxahachie. And they have the most wonderful antique stores down there. Just such a cool mix of things. And I love to go exploring. So I got a great selection of these vintage doilies, and they're pretty large. So anyway, I'm using them currently right now. Oh, sorry. Let me flip you back over to the back side, which is unadorned. I mean, I don't normally put things on the back side because, if you lay it down, you don't want to, like take anything off or rub stuff off. So that's the back, but you might get a better look at that really pretty fabric there. Look at that. So here we go. Back to the spine. Let me see if I can get this farther away from the camera. So really nice little removable spine dangle. It's on with a bullnose clip so you could take it off. But I've got charms and vintage buttons and vintage lace and, vintage beads. Just, some really cool little details. I absolutely love these metal tags, like vintage aluminum-y kind of tags. But it is removable if that does not float your boat or you want to add more stuff to it. I mean, hey, it's never really finished, is it? Okay, so let me go back to the front. So we have a wax seal here. And then I kind of use some more vintage like pearls here, just kind of like peeking out. But I did use this doily almost like a fishing net. So it's got some things caught in it, some buttons, some little shells here, a little charm, and another little charm thing that came off of a piece of jewelry. So you might even be able, if you have your own tiny little things, to like wedge it in there with a pair of tweezers, because, doilies are loose. I mean, they're down, but you might be able to wedge like your own little tidbits in there. So, all right, closure. This is not an attached closure. So you just pull this on the side. I've got this like vintage jewelry piece. I think this came off of some kind of like necklace choker or something, but I just thought the blue looked really oceany. So it's like a turquoise kind of stone. It's pretty dang heavy. I mean, it's, well, that's the back of it. I mean, that pretty. It's pretty heavy. So anyway, but it's a loose closure. So, you just kind of, if you don't want the closure on there, you could take it off and repurpose it somewhere inside your journal, but it's, just on like that. So set that aside. Okay, well, let's go ahead and dive in. So this is I'm going to turn it on its side, a 3 signature journal. See right there? And then, it's pretty, it's like I said, pretty sturdy. I always use a mix of dyed papers in there, usually coffee and tea dyed. So you're going to see notebook pages, graph pages, colored pages, and some vintagey pages are in there, and I'll try to point that out as I go through. So, hey, let's dive in. Okay, so we're going to open up first thing here. Oh, also the way I make this spine, it's kind of, it's not, I guess it's a floating spine. I don't know. The pages will lie like this. So if that helps you at all. So we've got a little pocket here with some, glassine little bags with some little journal cards, removable notebook, held on by this thing right here, with some cute little beads, made out of, excuse me, altered playing cards. So back and front right there. I just love altered playing cards. I probably shouldn't love them as much as I do, but I do. Washi tape spine. And then there's, I think it's like 12 pages in here of index cards that have just kind of been stenciled and stamped. And then of course a cute little beads attached to the signature binding. So anyway, that states you could take that with you, bring it back, add it in, do whatever you want, take it out, throw it away. It's up to you. It's your journal. You make it what you want. So again, if I have taken away any pages for writing, I try to give you as many tuck spots, pockets, hidden things, because I really love an interactive, hands-on kind of journal. Like I said, it's an ocean theme, but you can use it for whatever you want. Journaling yourself, your kids, vacations, like keeping some set of information all in one space. So hey, it's your journal and you do you, boo. All right, so we're gonna start. So first signature, these really cool, these are some of my favorite vintage reproduction prints. I'm probably gonna say his name wrong, but it's Adolf Milo. I don't know, but he has these absolutely just beautiful prints. He did all kinds of different things, but they're like grouped together, kind of on like a scientific book, and they're so cool. So anyway, I have those throughout, and you will see a lot of those in all the journals I make. I'm in love with them. So first page, we've got these are nature books, vintage nature books. Like field guides. And so, I have tried to add in some vintage pieces that you can, make your own stuff with, or just kind of keep them in there to look at. So anyway, there's that. You're going to see stenciling throughout. Here's another, this is like a page from a vintage book, shipping terms, transportation and shipping terms. And you can do all kinds of really cool things with the vintage ephemera that is in here. I've got a removable pocket. You can see it's held on by a altered paper clip, and it's got a giant tag in there with some little seaweed. Really, really cool. More giant tags, wine label there. Just some really, really neat things. And I do vintage images that are reproductions all the way through. So you'll find those tucked in everywhere. This cool, like, fabric piece. I feel like I don't know. I don't think it has a piece of paper inside, but this is so cute, and it's textural, and I, wanted to make sure that got in there so you can kind of do all kinds of things with it. We've got a little envelope in here. I'm trying not to hide, with another field guide page in there. Super, super cute. Excuse me. Attached envelope with, again, another one of these really cute, like, giant tags. Gosh, I love these from Adolf again, my man Adolf. So anyway, just lots of fun. As I've always stated before, you can take these pieces out, move them around in the journal. If what I've done doesn't float your boat, take them out all together, use them in other projects, just whatever. And if you see these things like throughout this journal, I did watercolor paper, with watercolors, with like metallic watercolors, and I just love the way these sparkle. So you're going to see those all the way through. They just give me that real underwater vibey kind of thing happening. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm shaking my camera. I'm sorry. All right, on again. I put stitching throughout, like little journaling cards, which are reproductions of some really old stuff, and that one has some stamping on the back. Excuse me. This is a vintage dictionary page. I really love the blue. So, and this journal, tucked in some sea poems that's about the sea. So you're going to find that's in here. Here's one from John Keats. This cute belly band that I made from a snippet roll. You know, you could tuck that. If you don't like it there, just put it somewhere else. Anyway, okay. So I have a book of hymns that is over 100 years old. This paper is incredibly moody and fragile, but it is so beautiful. And I like to tuck in some real vintage ephemera that you can work with, you know, to build up your own pages or your own projects. So this is one of those. As soon as I open it, I know it's going to crack because it is so old, but it would be great. See, it'd be great to, you still have a half a page that's not folded. So you could glue it somewhere. You could break off little pieces and make your own tags and stuff. But this is so old and beautiful. So you have that to work with as well. Again, like I said, a mix of pages. This is a vintage advertisement. This is one half of it. The other half will be coming up in a second. You know, I've got some altered, oh, I love these. Okay, some altered paper clips clipped on here. And then we've got some pop-ups. You know, I don't know, most people don't know this about me, you know, even my friends, but I am in love with sea turtles. Just absolutely love them. I was in Hawaii one time, and that was probably the highlight of my trip, is we got to snorkel with sea turtles. So I'm obsessed, and I knew when I made this journal that this sea turtle was going in here. All right, more journaling cards. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is an altered playing card. Gosh, I just really love these. Be fearless. Man, it takes a lot to make these journals and put them out because you never know if somebody's going to love them. So I am being fearless. I have these cute little side pockets. They remind me of shiplap, which I thought was really appropriate to be in this journal. And these are all made from vintage strips of paper for when I make the other stuff. You always have these edges, like around the edges of big pages. And I was like, shiplap pockets, we're going to do that. So that's what you've got here. And that's a big one. So this will be the center of the journal. I'm sorry, of this signature. And I really love to make these into pockets. So again, one of Adolph's works. I mean, just look at the colors. Gosh, so pretty, with giant journaling tags in the middle. Another removable element. This has 3 like journaling pocket strip things that can be removed that I've tucked in there. I got to remind myself all the time, stay calm. More little tags. This like old vintage repro here is super cute. Another vintage book page, a vocabulary page. And then also a vintage, I'm gonna bring this up so you can see this script. It's so, I love German Gothic strip. So this came from an old vintage German book. I mean, do something really cool with that. Y'all make me proud. Again, and if I haven't ever mentioned it, I always would love to get feedback for you to send me photos of what you do with your journal, because you can use it in any way you want. I just kind of give you a base to start with, and you're going to do it all. So if anybody ever wants to send me pictures of how they're using their journal, man, I would love to see that. All right, so I've got some cute little of my mini envelopes here with some tags inside. Also, if you're seeing this, you're probably in my store, but I've made these. I also, not only do I love to make the finished journals, but I also love to make bits and pieces, because not all, I mean, some of this stuff is messy and time consuming, and I love it all. It like speaks to every part of my creative soul. So, you know, I love to be able to make that available for you guys. All right, got to get going, or this video is going to be horrendously long. More vintage pages. I have clipped on, you'll see it wraps around and it's held on with a vintage clip, some pages out of an old vintage Sears catalog. So super, super cool stuff. Man, their graphics were really cool. That dictionary page, a vintage photo of some people at the beach. I mean, and this is a real photo, not a repro. And it's super cool, super cool. More journaling cards, the other part of that. Oh, hold on. I'm hoping this is going to work. So hold on. I want you to watch when I pull this card out. This little, it is so cute. So you wind it up like this. See, you wind it up and you put it in. I know, oh gosh, I'm such a toddler when it comes to this. And you pull it out and it spins. It's so cute. Anyway, I just fell in love with it. And then one of my faux specimen cards, it may not fit this theme, but gosh, I love these because I made them out of the watercolor paper, gave you a specimen label, and write on there whatever you want. I mean, use it in another project, put it on display, whatever you guys want to do, but I really wanted to throw one of those in here. So there we go. Okay, flipping more. I've got vellum. Here's a cute little map flip out, you know, journal, something that kind of, it's a seaweed print, and I put some embroidery floss on there, just kind of give it some texture. You know, more journaling cards, little like removable tearaway notepads, write on it, draw on it, rip off a page, stick it somewhere else. I mean, that's the cool thing about that. I try to repurpose things. So I have like an old calendar that made some really cute tags out of. So you're going to see those in here too. All right, first signature, second signature. Here we go. Excuse me. I've tucked in like little tags, a vintage playing card, you know, like the little journaling tags, which are repros, just, you know, tons of just stuff. Man, I love these kinds of journals. Little fabric tag there, you know, little tuck. And there's another vintage page. The other half's in there. Another little tearaway, it's like a waterfall style. So, oh, there's another, excuse me, poem from Lord Tennyson, little journal tag, another wax seal. This is, of course, a removable envelope. Here we go. Sorry, malfunction, user operator error. Has a great big tag in there, you know, for whatever you want. It looks like a coin style or bank style. So, you know, have fun. Man, this stuff is fun to play with. All right, and then we've got, oh, here. There we go. All right, I've got, you know, like, there's the other half of this vellum, another vintage page. Look at this. Look at this old Sears and Roebuck catalog vintage page with buggies. I mean, $43.95 for a buggy, y'all. Can you even? All right, so cute little tags clipped on. Like I said, you can move this stuff anywhere in here you want. I just try to spread it out in the journal for you. More tags. More notebooks. Here's the center of this one. I left this one open because it was so pretty. I mean, look at these colors. It's like a study of algae. I mean, it's in French, I think, but I'm pretty sure that's the study of algae. And I did leave these long in case you wanted to, like, I don't know, glue on something. You're going to have a hard time, I think, putting beads here because it'll really bulk up the center of your journal. But something flat would be amazing, like a picture or, you know, maybe a flat charm or something. More little tags. This cute little flip here, which is from it's an envelope flip. So you got some stuff in there to play with, you know, to journal on. And then this is like I want to say somebody, oh, I'm sorry. I cannot stop wiggling this thing. Somebody photocopied, it looks like dried flowers. And it was such a pretty, like dark, kind of moody purpley. I mean, I know flowers aren't in the ocean, but the color worked, and I just thought it was really, really cute, so I put that in there. All right, we've got lots of pages in here to work with. Oh, more shiplap, and then I've got a cute little shaker card. Can you hear it? See the stuff in there? I'm probably moving it too much, but it's got like loose, it's got a seaweed background, little beads in there, some movable shells inside, not real shells, like flat, because you can't put anything bulky in there. And then, you know, altered index card on the back for journaling. Like I said, I try to give you space, lots and lots of tuck places. I've got a really old, oh gosh, this, if it's not 100 years old, is really dang close. I've got like an old seminary book. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I don't want to fold it. I mean, but anyway, it's yours to play with. You do you, boo. Okay, gently tuck that back in. Of course, you know, more tags inside of envelopes. Look at that crab, he's so cute. You know, more vintage pages. All right. Oh, here. So this is the end of this signature. And normally I put my large tags right in the center of the signature, but I really liked that one Adolf print, so I wanted to leave it where you could see the whole thing as a whole. So I did want to give you another really large tag tuck spot. So this one's on the end. Look at that fish? She's so cute. Okay. Last signature. You know, there's a tuck spot. So just, you know, tuck whatever you want to in there. Here's another large shell tag. I mean, see, because you could like, you know, well, that one might not fit there because he's a really big guy. But anyway, you can move this stuff around. It's your journal. Do what you want to with it. Another vintage dictionary page. Really like starting the sewing. Okay, so we got this. And this is going to be another one. I didn't pre-wind it on this one, but you just wind it up. Tuck it in. Isn't that cute? Gosh, I don't know. I'm such a 2-year-old. Anyway, lots of little tags and journal stuff. Cute little, like, you know, envelopes. Wind that around with, you know, like tuck spots. Just tons of them everywhere. Okay. Removable book. Oh, sorry. This really pretty mermaid under here. And there's like, you know, stuff inside, like little tags and poem. You know, I try to get a little fabric in this one. I know fabric and water don't necessarily always match, but hey, it can because it's your journal. Another large tuck spot. Another of our Sears pages. This one's hats. I mean, how cute is that? Just so cute. Got a large tuck spot in this like coin style, banker style envelope. Oh, I'm giving you well, I think it is missing one. I don't know, but it was vintage. I mean, this is how I bought it, guys. We're missing one button, but this is a vintage button card. So you can glue these anywhere, put them, you know, wherever you want. I've got an old postcard here. I think that says Florida. I don't know. I don't have my reading glasses on. So anyway, this one's blank on the back, and you can, heck, you could use it as a postcard if you really wanted to knock somebody's socks off, but I figure you're probably going to leave it here. More vintage pages. Got a cute flip out here with the hidden hinge. You know, just look at this whale. Is he not so cute? He's one of those vintage prints. I mean, I tried, like I said, to give you as many journaling tuck spots as possible, you know. More fabric. Oh, this is more of that Japanese fabric. This is a different print than the one that's on the cover, but gosh, it's like really sturdy, but it's so pretty. It has like these shots of gold throughout it. You're just going to love it. I've got another one of those nature guides, vintage nature field note things. So cut them out, use it whole, whatever you want. Oh, and this, y'all, I'm so proud of this. I don't normally paint, but this is vintage book pages, torn into pieces, hand painted with watercolors to give you this like stormy seascape. And I added a little boat. I mean, you know, it's like really thick, and, you know, it's just like all of it's hand painted to give you this like stormy feel of this moody ocean journal. Almost done, guys, almost done. And then, you know, I've got like a huge pocket here, but even this, I mean, all, you know, we got like movable pieces here, you know, just tons of fun stuff to play with. You guys are really in love with this one. And then that is the end of it. I've got another pocket back here. I mean, but there's lots of space. You could glue more pockets or, you know, whatever. You're going to have to glue because remember, it's the chipboard corner. So anyway, there we go. There's our ocean. She's a chunky monkey, but lots and lots of space to play with. So anyway, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you always know, you know, when I put up a flip through video, or I want to start doing some tutorial videos too, more of those. So subscribe to my channel, follow my Etsy shop. That way you can always be notified when something goes in there, and have fun playing. So anyway, thanks for visiting the paper market. Bye, guys.